I'll call this hearing to order. Good morning to everybody. This is a day that will live in infamy because I am chairman of the Banking Committee, but only temporarily, okay, only temporarily. Today's hearing is a hybrid format. Our witnesses are in person, but members have the option to appear both in person or virtually. The committee meets today to consider the nominations of three important presidential nominees. First, the Honorable Michael Barr to be a member and vice chairman for the supervision of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve. Then next is Mr. Jamie Lizarraga to be the member of the Securities and Exchange Commission. And finally, Mark Ueda to be a member of the Securities and Exchange Commission. We thank the nominees for appearing here today. Welcome their families and their friends who are in the audience, as well as those who are watching at home. I also want to thank a warm welcome to Speaker Pelosi, who is going to be here, if not already here, to introduce Mr. Lizarraga and Senator Stabenow and Senator Peters. Our great Michigan senators will introduce Mr. Barr. And my friend Senator Toomey will introduce Mr. Ueda. To our nominees, I want to thank you for your willingness to serve in these important roles. We are here today to consider three nominees who, if confirmed, will have lasting impact on our economy. We know who powers our economy. It's small businesses, folks on Main Street who create jobs and prosperity for communities and its workers. It's our job as members of this esteemed body to support an economy that actually rewards their work. The nominees before the committee today will play important roles in our efforts to support workers, small businesses, and American families. Mr. Michael Barr is the President's nominee to be Vice Chair for Supervision. Mr. Barr is a well-respected expert on financial regulation who currently serves as the Dean for Public Policy and a Professor of Law at the University of Michigan. From 2009 to 2010, Mr. Barr served as Assistant Secretary for Financial Institutions at the Department of Treasury, where he played a key role in helping the Obama administration work with Congress to craft and enact the Dodd-Frank Act. Mr. Barr previously served at the White House and earlier in his career in the Treasury and State Departments under President Clinton. Mr. Barr, I want to thank you for your willingness to serve our country once again. Mr. Lizarraga and Mr. Ueda have been nominated by the President to be commissioners of the Securities and Exchange Commission. If confirmed, they will join the SEC at a critical time. Mr. Lizarraga has worked on financial services policy in Congress and played a key role in some of the most impactful pieces of capital market legislation passed by Congress to support working families and our country's middle class. The son of Mexican immigrants, he understands the important role the SEC plays in protecting consumers. He currently serves as a senior advisor to Speaker Pelosi, who is here today to support his nomination. Prior to joining the Speaker's office, Mr. Lizarraga served in senior level positions on the House Financial Services Committee. Mr. Lizarraga also served at the Treasury Department as well as the SEC, where he worked as the Deputy Director of Legislative Affairs. Mr. Lizarraga, we want to thank you for your willingness to serve our country. Mr. Ueda has served at the SEC since 2006 and is currently working on Ranking Member Toomey's staff, helping our committee navigate some of the greatest financial challenges in recent American history. At the SEC, Mr. Ueda has served as counsel for Commissioners Paul Atkins and Michael Pewar. He also served as a senior advisor to my good friend Jay Clayton. Earlier in his career, Mr. Ueda worked in private law practice as well as for the California Department of Corporations. Thank you, Mr. Ueda, for your willingness to continue to serve. Look, folks, these positions are really, really important. If confirmed, you all will be on the front lines at a critical point in our nation's history. We are facing challenges that are unique, they are unprecedented, and we need folks serving our country who will always put the needs of our country before any personal or political ideology. Hopefully the worst of this pandemic is behind us, but our economy is not where it needs to be in terms of its recovery. Families are seeing higher costs from the gas pump to the grocery store. And while unemployment is at an all-time low, small businesses in Montana and across the country have troubles finding and keeping workers. This committee, under the leadership of Chairman Brown and Ranking Member Toomey, have confirmed a host of folks to critical positions charged with guiding the economy back from the brink. If confirmed, the three of you that are here today will immediately join in that work. But before these folks can do their jobs, we have to do ours. Our institutions have to be fully staffed if we're going to be able to do their jobs and meet the challenges of our country. We have a lot more work to do here to support workers, to support small businesses, to lower costs for working families, to increase transparency in the marketplace, and to hold bad actors accountable. So let's get to it. Ranking Member Toomey, you are now recognized for your opening statement.